Hello everybody and welcome to the UserApplePie Getting Started tutorial. In this one we're going to go over the installation of UserApplePie. So assuming that you know how to get Apache and MySQL or whichever web server you have set up, assuming that that's all done and working, for instance mine, I've got it set up to where this is the basic index page. So I'm going to use XAMPP in this one. So the first thing I want to do is set up my configuration files for Apache, basically setting where it's looking for the website. And right now it's just looking in the root folder for the folder that I'm going to put it in, but we need to set it up to where it's looking in the public folder from the UserApplePie files. So we'll click on config Apache httpd.config. Scroll down till you find the directory. It should be XAMPP www. So in this one, we're going to change it to public. And then also down here. Okay. So really, you just got to change those two. And you can see I've got older websites from testing up above, but this is where we're working here. So save it, close it. Also want to do the SSL file too. Scroll on down and right here. So we just need to add public to this. So that's very simple. You can't get any simpler than that, I guess, once you got it working. Now, of course, it's not going to start just yet because I haven't put any files in the folder. MySQL will, but Apache won't. So I'll set this to the side, and let's see, where did I put it? Right now I've just got this blank folder, and what you want to do is, go to the main website, UserApplePie.com, and downloads, and you'll want to download the latest version, which we've got a new version coming out soon, so this one's actually somewhat outdated. You can actually go to our GitHub page and get the latest updates. However, there might be bugs in that. That's not a perfect release just yet. But we are expecting to have a release soon, 4.3.0. Excited. Anyway, so once you've downloaded it, bring it right here. I guess don't really need the window that big. You open up the master file, and you can see all the files in here. This is where it pulls from the index here. Just wanted to show that. I don't know why. But anyway, where'd my folder go? Here it is. Okay, so we want to copy all these files directly into this folder. Copy them all and paste. Of course, it takes just a little bit. And done. Now, this right here has the forms and the messages and everything already set up and going. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here and remove all my plugins, because we want to start just with the basics. Now, in the future, I will have a part or a download section for the framework only, which is basically what we're looking at now, because there's no plugins, obviously. And we should be able to, I can minimize that and bring this in, start the Apache. Voila. So Apache's all set up and going, so if we refresh this page, it should show an error, composer error. Now, for some reason on my computer, my composer is pulling the PHP version from the wrong area. The full version of UserApplePie on the download section will have this vendor file included, so that you don't have to worry about composer. So I've already copied it in and we're good to go. So now let's refresh the page again. Voila, installation. I've actually need to update this because I've got it the way the composer files work. it needs to be 7 or greater, so I'll have to update that. Anyway, make sure everything's green, shows all good to go, and then we move on to the next step. I'm just going to kind of breeze over a lot of this. Since my website's actually localhost, I'm going to leave this blank. Just make sure that you leave that trailing forward slash on your website. So, for example, UserApplePie.com /. Make sure that's there. Let's see. So if I remove downloads, just like that. So you want that last / there. So whatever your URL is, make sure that's there. Because if you just don't put it in there, it'll actually cause some errors. This is also going to be local host. Oh, I haven't created a database yet. How about that? So let's go ahead and open up that in PHP My Admin. So I want to create a new database. I'm going to call this UAP for test. So let's go back here to the installation, and I'm just going to drop all this in because that's all. And you can change the prefix if you like to my site underscore, or whatever you want to do. I'm just going to leave this at the default update config file. So it's actually updating the config.php file, or the example config.php file. Okay, so we want to test the database settings. Looks like everything's good, so we'll go ahead and move on to the next step, which is step 3. In this step, it's basically going to upload all that data into the database. And it's a rather decent sized file, so it might take just a minute. So just be patient with it. Don't close it. Don't, just wait. So we click the button. As you can see here, it's doing stuff. So we just want to wait. There we go. Looks like everything went well. No errors. If there are any errors, it'll display them here, and you can go in and fix it. So we'll move on to the next step. Everything looks good. Everything's ready to go. So let's save and finalize, and then let's go enjoy it. So here we are. We're installed, ready to go. First thing we want to do when we get this going is log in, and let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. You got to register. So you want to be the first person to register for the website. So I'm going to go ahead and just do this. And register. Okay, so now we log in. Log in as Davar. Now I'm the first user to sign up. I have admin panel rights. So as you can see, this is just all basic. No special buttons. You got view profile, and it's kind of limited, and you can upload images and all that good stuff. There's still a few things I got to work on these profiles, but for the most part, they're working well. And then you got your settings. You edit your profile images. You can upload more, and you click on them, set them as default, and just tons and tons of stuff. Change email, change password, privacy settings, contact, about. So there's a good bit that comes straight out of the box. And in the next bit of the tutorial, I will go over more of this information and all that good stuff. So thanks for watching, and check back with us for the next one.